What's up, guys? Knicks Daily here back. Last video we talked about potential free agent point guards, and I said that Dennis Schroeder, Tyus Jones, Jalen Brunson, Ricky Rubio, those are the type of guys that I could see the Knicks signing. Now, Jalen Brunson wants 20 to 25 million. I know a lot of Knicks fans are like, "Oh, well, Dolan has the money, sign him." I mean, Jalen Brunson looks great in the playoffs right now, but it's the Utah Jazz, a team that gave up 41 to Terrence Mann last season. The Knicks should not be signing Jalen Brunson. I'd love to have him. He's a good player. But I think I'd rather have just McBride and Quickly and Derrick Rose. Remember, Derrick Rose is still on this roster. He is going to play a role next season. So if the Knicks do sign a point guard, he has to be in a situation to be able to come off the bench. Basically, like it's going to come down to that. Like I don't know why we would go out there and bring in a starting point guard when you have Emmanuel Quickly and Derrick Rose. I could see Ricky Rubio potentially being a good fit. Dennis Schroeder. To this point, Tyus Jones, if we're going to pay him like a starter, he should be starting. I don't know if Tyus Jones would even leave the Grizzlies to come to the Knicks as a bench player. It wouldn't make a lot of sense. Someone made that point in the video. But one player that you guys, a lot of you seem to really like is Collin Sexton. You were asking for my opinion on it. And I'm not the biggest Collin Sexton fan. I don't want to take too much away from his injury, of course. The Cavaliers still played very well when he was out, which does, I don't know if I'd have to ask Cavs fans about that. Maybe they're going to tell me something, but also, Colin Sexton is 6'1". He's not playing point guard for the Knicks with, like I said, bro, Derrick Rose, Emmanuel Quickly, McBride. So he'd have to move over the two guard, and Evan Fournier is making $17 million a season, it looks like. So I don't really see why the Knicks would go after Colin Sexton. I think he's a good talent, and I'm not saying that the players that I would like are any better than him, but I mean, Sexton is also going into restricted free agency, so of course the Cavs can match any offer. So the Knicks are essentially going to have to trade for him. Before the injury, it would have cost us quickly in a first and maybe like some other filler or something like that to go out and get Sexton. Now with the injury, obviously we're not giving up quickly. Even if Sexton was fully healthy, we're not giving up Emmanuel quickly. I'd hope not, at least. You never know with the New York Knicks, but yeah, outside of that, like there's just not really much to say about it. Like that's why I didn't include Sexton, because he's restricted and we'd have to trade for him. All the players that I named were free agents. So yeah, I think Sexton would be exciting. Obviously, we know he can score the basketball, but I don't really know if he makes guys around him better. The Knicks would also be potentially, it looks like they'd be receiving Dean Wade, who would be a solid backup for Obi Toppin, former 8th pick in the 2020 draft. Obi really broke out for us at the end of the season. You could say it was against bad teams, but it's NBA level basketball, dude. I'm excited for Obi. Yeah, it looks like Sexton, he's already got 3 years of experience. Of course, with the injury, that definitely takes a hit on whether or not I would want him, because we don't know if he'll be the same player. But I do think that Sexton wants to win, and he's not going to get you 8 assists a game. He's not going to get you 8 assists. He played shooting guard for the Knicks, but he can definitely give you 20 points a night pretty easily, I feel like. So yeah, depending on what you guys want, like, do you want Colin Sexton to play the two guard for us and score? And I don't know how that and quickly would work, but hey, I mean, if, depending on the price, like if we're giving up Dallas's first round pick, Taj Gibson, and something, like sure, I'll take Colin Sexton, but I don't think Colin Sexton is going to come that cheap, and I'm not giving up quickly. And I don't really know like what we're going to be giving up is the thing, dude. So, but yeah, I can see why people would want Sexton. I mean, he shot, I don't know. Like he's just not the best 3 point. I know Coach Tibb does like point guards that can be aggressive, but also like they've got to be able to shoot. I mean, Emmanuel Quickly just seems like an ideal point guard for the Knicks. To be real with you, like Emmanuel Quickly should be the starting point guard, but I just know he won't be because of Coach Tibb and stuff like that. And the Knicks are gonna want to go out and get like some type of big name because they haven't done well in free agency. But yeah, this is why I didn't really mention Sexton. Well, more so because of the restricted free agency, but also it's like, there's not really much to say because he got hurt and he's aggressive, but he's not really a point guard. He's not going to get you 8 assists. Like the Knicks, if they do get a point guard, he's got to be able to facilitate and run an offense. Otherwise, why would you not just use Emmanuel quickly? So yeah, let me know your guys' thoughts on the video. It's Knicks Daily. If you haven't already, make sure to hit the like button. Get this out to more Knicks fans. Subscribe if you're new. I'd love to have you part of the team. And I'll see you guys in the next one. If you need to break down any other signing, any other rumor, feel free to let me know. A lot of you guys told me about Sexton, so that's why I was inspired to make this video. But yeah, to me, it's a no. Like I said, bro, I understand why people want Sexton, but to me, I don't really think he would benefit the Knicks much, and I really don't want to trade for a point guard. I'd rather sign one. So yeah, Ricky Rubio, Dennis Schroeder, Tyus Jones, all those guys are my top picks for the Knicks. Not the most talented, but just the most sense to me.